notice a word that keeps coming up with the mention of Kate Middleton, the Duchess of Cambridge. Classy, classy, and even more classy. And then I realized I've heard that somewhere and I couldn't remember. I'm just lying. I know exactly where I heard it. It had to do with Michelle Obama. Whenever they mentioned that other first lady, you know, the one that followed her, again, I'm choosing my words carefully. That other first lady, well, they said, oh, finally, someone classy in the White House. Finally, a classy first lady. Michelle Obama, the one who happened to have again, choosing my words carefully, a double Ivy League degree. Okay. So I guess it depends on what your definition of classy is. One of the most admired women in the world, not because of her fashion choices, which was also exceedingly glamorous, as well as sensible. I mean, Michelle Obama could rock Dolce & Gabbana, and then she'll bust it down to something like J. Crew. And no matter what she wore, she would mix and match a little couture for a little off the rack, and she always looked elegant. And one of the things that you should know about fashion is that they say that you can buy fashion, but you really can't buy good taste. And I think that Michelle Obama, matter of fact, I know she embodied both. Classy, great taste. And so that takes us back to the Duchesses of Cambridge and Sussex. The Duchess of Sussex has a rather timeless quality when it comes to fashion. Her look is timeless, elegant, clean lines, as she often says. And on top of that, she's an amazingly intelligent problem solver. I don't really know the other Duchess. You never hear much from her. She is the embodiment of royal protocol, if you will. And so I doubt if we'll ever really get to know her. I guess it's good for the institution. I don't know that it's so great for her, but it's good for the institution. And as they used to say, marriage is a great institution, followed by the punchline, yeah, but who wants to be in an institution? So I'm not trying to be too sly with that one, but I hope you understand. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating. I think the other thing that I could point out is that I wonder what Michelle Obama and I wonder what Meghan Markle have in common. Oh, yes, that African American blood. There was a time when the right wing, the Republicans, well, it's not officially the Republican Party, but the right wingers, they were, I guess, passing this story around social media that Michelle Obama's mother had made a request to the government to pay compensation to her as a guardian or grandparent, babysitter / caretaker for her own grandchildren, and that the government should pay her for caring for them during the Obama stay in the White House. That story, of course, was false, but it was something to excite the right, to ignite these feelings of hostility toward the left. And it was effective too. I mean, people believed it to be true. And that also triggered me when I heard this story about Doria moving into Frogmore. Doria is going to have her own place at Frogmore. She's getting a room at Frogmore. They're going to build an addition at Frogmore. Everything was Doria and Frogmore for a few days. You know, it was during that 4-month period when Meghan Markle was not seen nor heard during her pregnancy with Archie. Even though she wasn't visible, they wrote stories, nasty, negative stories about her every day. I remember that. And she was nowhere to be seen. Much like now, how often do we actually see the Duchess of Sussex? And yet there is constantly a deluge of negativity surrounding her. She doesn't say a whole lot. She's not visible a lot. She's working like hell, of course, but we don't often see her. But yet she's quoted and remarked about over and over and over again, even though she's practically invisible. Well, anyway, not to stray too far from the point I was making, some of those same things that the right wing used against the Obamas and the Democrats when the Obamas were in the White House, everything was like Doria, I'm confusing it myself, that Michelle's mother was trying to somehow get over on the United States government, over the people of the United States, and that she was stuffing her pockets with the silverware at the White House. Same thing with Doria. This blatant, racist disrespect. And that's what it is. It's racism. And the big difference is over here, it wasn't the mainstream media. It was, Fox News, if you want to call that media. And a lot of these talking heads on the radio and such, and of course the podcasters on the right wing. But it seems like in the UK, correct me if I'm wrong, it seems like it's mainstream news. And it's like the extreme sector of the news feeds it to the more legitimate sector of your media, and then it becomes a fact. I'm just pointing that out. I could see that same kind of tone used for the Duchess that was used against Michelle. I could see that same tone used against their mothers. So, just an observation. I couldn't help but make that connection. If there's any part of it that you identify or that you can, further explain or contribute to my connections, then please let me know in the comments section. I'll try to read everything I possibly can. Anyway, that's my thought for today. I'm working on something special for their anniversary. That is, of course, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Thank you. Please like and share. Also, please hit me up on a Patreon. Please thumbs up and please subscribe. It helps out this channel a great deal. Thank you. I'm Baron and I'm out.